Hi guys, it's Amber, also known as Pretty Amor, and I'm a reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Depop, Etsy, and Curtsy. And today I have another what sold video, and it is in the last 2 to 3 days. I can't really remember, but within that little bit of time frame, I think this super cute Nike Python snake print bodysuit sold on Poshmark in 254 days for an offer of $36 that Nifty sent out and discounted shipping, and I got it at the regular Goodwill bins for $6.99. And this really fun elf blazer. It features Buddy the Elf all over it. It is new with the tag. Where did it go? Here it is, but someone cut out like the sleeve lining. I don't know why. The rest of the lining is intact except the sleeve. So obviously I noted that, but I don't know. It still sold fairly quickly on eBay in 5 days for an offer of $21. And this was part of my husband buying things for me at the bins with his own money from Plato's Closet that I mentioned before. So technically to me it was $0, but this probably was $2. It's a little over a pound, I would say. A little heft to it. So maybe $2. Then these vintage Y2K flare leg Ralph Lauren jeans sold on Poshmark in 183 days for an offer of $20, and I got it at the Goodwill bins for $1.42. This new with tags Bally bra sold on eBay in 167 days for an offer of $13, and I got it at the Goodwill bins for $1. Also, if you can't tell, my voice is a little messed up. I think I went and got myself sick for going to the bins without a jacket on because I don't like to take my jacket in. I don't know. Sometimes like the germs get to me and I'm like, I don't want to wash my jacket, so I just leave it in the car. And then I was putting stuff away and like the very, very cold. It was, I think, a windshield, or wait, what is it called? A windshield degree? Wind chill. I think the wind chill was about -12 that day, so it was not good on me for going out in the cold without a coat and putting stuff away, things like that. And I did get ice cream later that night, so like, what? But yeah, so that's why my throat is a little messed up. Then we have this Disney Lilo and Stitch sweatshirt that sold on Poshmark in 196 days for an offer of $12, and I got it at the Goodwill bins for $1.42. Then we have this Crew Cuts Kids button-down shirt that sold on eBay in 36 days for my full asking price of $25. And I got this in a ThredUp Kids box, and that's where I get that box and I put everything together to send to Once Upon a Child, and they pay me more than what the box is, and then I still have some leftovers to list, and this was one of them. I actually pulled this one out because I knew I could get more money for it for sure. So my cost of goods then is $0 technically. This Hannah Anderson red velvet dress sold in 28 days for an offer of $10 on Poshmark. I could have sold it for a lot more, but unfortunately, even after numerous attempts to get out, I don't even know. I wouldn't even call it like a spot, but there's like this weird like residue, and it left like this weird pattern on it in several places. So I don't know. I think I listed it for $15. It was basically going to take any offer that I could get just to get rid of it. And I'm sure some little girl's going to wear it for Christmas or a holiday party or something like that. But I did get it at the Goodwill bins for $1.32. Then this new with tags Dunbrook Papa Murphy embroidery here bomber jacket. This is what the back looks like. It sold for my full asking price in just 74 days on eBay for $70, and I got it at the Goodwill bins for $1.70. This Free People tunic top or mini dress, as I listed it. I listed it either way. It was, I think, like 34 inches, and on me it does come fairly above my knee, but it could definitely be a mini dress. It sold in, Nifty tells me, 319 days, but that is when I started cross-listing to Nifty and putting all my items in there, so it has been longer than that, closer to the 1 year, a little bit after mark. I could go look, but whatever. I don't really care for this video. So it sold for my full asking price on eBay of, right now, it sold for $29 on eBay, and I got it off of Whatnot for $8. Then these super cute heart print Hannah Anderson joggers sold in 273 days for an offer of $22.50 on eBay, and I got it at the Goodwill bins for $1.31. Then this super cute Lulu's ruffle dress sold on Poshmark for $45, which Nifty sent out a 10% offer and discounted shipping for that, and it sold in over a year. Nifty tells me 318 days, but it was over a year, and I got it at Salvation Army for $5.99. These Frank and Eileen black joggers, they are called the Christine jogger. I was really tempted to keep these myself, but they sold in 22 days on Poshmark for an offer of $100, and I got them online for $46.52. Then this vintage-esque kind of homemade spider ladle stir the pot thing. I don't know. It's like on like a old paint stick, but I don't know. It sold in 45 days for a 10% offer that Nifty sent out for $9 and discounted shipping on Poshmark, and I got it at the Goodwill bins for $1.41. Then these Sarah new without tags slippers sold in 192 days on Poshmark for an offer of $10, and I got them at the Goodwill bins for $1.92. Then this super cool vintage Disneyland, not World, Disneyland bomber jacket. Has embroidery on the front and the back. It sold fairly quickly on Depop in just 18 days for an offer of $187.50. Woo! And this was a consignment piece. So after the Depop fees and paying out my consignment client, I will make $86.06. And then this Taylor Swift Eras Tour sweatshirt sold on Poshmark in 179 days for an offer of $60, and I got it at the Goodwill bins for $1.42. Then I had two other pieces sell that I shipped out the same day because the buyers asked me to. And one was this vintage Coogi 3D knit polo neck sweater, and that sold for $270 on Etsy, and it was listed for 134 days, and I actually got it off of Poshmark for $67.12. And then another McDonald's Grinch meal that my husband ate, and he didn't want the socks. I sold the box and the socks on Poshmark in just 3 hours after listing it for $20. So basically he got the meal for free. And then we have these Madewell loafers. They are snakeskin print. They sold in 389 days. See, I don't know. Maybe I have been using Nifty for over a year. Probably. I don't know why those other ones, maybe that's just when I put those in. Or maybe that is the exact date. But there was a lot that was around that time. So I don't know. Who knows? But those 389 days, so just over a year, for Nifty sent out 10% off, so for $54 on eBay, and I got them from a ThredUp shoe mystery box for $5.72. I forgot to say these Birkenstocks also sold. I thought they were the Boston, but they're actually the, now I can't remember the name, Tokyo or something. Tokyo, I don't know. Whatever, right here. They sold within, I think it was a week. I got them in a ThredUp shoe mystery box for $4.72. And yeah, they sold for $70 on eBay. And that is everything that sold within the last 2 to 3 days. But let me know what sale surprised you the most. And as always, please like and subscribe for more videos. Bye.